Hi, this is Kamil here from kamilsview.com, and I'm laughing here because I have a help of a friend here who's making me laugh. Well, in this video I want to tell you about how to make really good video at home. My friends recently asked me how do I do this, so the answer is simple. You need to experiment quite a lot, frankly speaking, to come up with the best ideas and what works for you. So in my case I have a Video Flip Ultra simple version. If you want you can get the HD version, which will give you obviously higher resolution, but this one is fine for me. Also you can use a webcam, however by experimenting I discovered that the webcam is not going to give you a good picture. Even though I have a pretty good webcam, which is a Logitech Pro 9000, which is a brilliant webcam, however it doesn't handle very well lights and contrast, colors and so on and so on. So it's good for as you know, for conferencing, Skype and so on, but unfortunately for a good video it's not that good. You can still use it, it will be fine, however the Video Flip Ultra is much better. Other things that you need to consider is obviously lighting. In my case it was a bit tricky because for me the best wall in my room was actually the one behind me, and the problem I'm facing is that I have windows here and I have strong sunshine here in the morning till afternoon. So what happens is I need some additional light to kind of light my face on this side. So what I did, I simply went to Homebase and bought a halogen lamp for less than £5, and by experimenting I found that the best location is right there, around half a meter above the floor. It can be up to 1 meter as well, it will be fine. However, you need to find the best location depending on the distance to the ceiling. If it's too close to the ceiling, the light will not bounce back from the very wide area on the very kind of narrow area, so it might not be very good. If it's too low, it might blind you, and this is no good at all. So let's see what happens when I turn off the light. Marcin, would you like to press this switch?
No problem. On my mark.
Yeah, just press it. Okay, now you can see this part of my face is not bright enough for a good video. Okay, so please turn it on again.
On my mark.
Okay, thank you. Now what you might want to do, once you have a halogen lamp or any other source of light, you might experiment and for example cover the windows. So let's see what happens when I cover the windows. Okay, now there is much less natural light coming into the room, and as you can see there is a little bit of a difference. So you need to experiment quite a lot, okay? The other problem is that the sun changes its intensity, so there will be clouds coming and going, so that's a factor to consider as well. Now, the background. For me, actually I have a blue wall, which is my favorite color. It works for me very well. What you can also add is posters. Make sure that the poster that you add kind of are congruent with the message you want to give to people. You can also use some other small objects, maybe something like this. No, it doesn't really work, yeah? No. It's up to you. Then, the message. The message is very important, the message that you give to other people. So for example, if you are talking about business, you might want to look like a businessman. And the colors that you choose are also very important. So if you've got white shirt, it gives you lots of presence. So let's see what happens when I actually undo my jacket. Can you see there is a little bit of a difference? Very little. Now what happens when I take off my jacket completely? I get a bit of more presence because I am dressed in white. Right, so that makes a difference. Okay, I'll put my jacket back on in a moment. Now what happens if you actually do not bounce the light back off the ceiling but directly at me? Marcin, would you like to slightly move the lamp?
It will be pleasure.
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, it's very hot. So as you can see, first of all it's blinding me quite a lot, and second of all it doesn't look that natural anymore, right? Okay, thank you very much, Marcin. Okay, now it's going back to the ceiling and bouncing off the ceiling. Yeah, that will do, I guess. Alright. Other things that you need to remember about is to speak to one person, or to imagine that you're speaking to your friends or one friend and look them in the eye. So you look into the camera for most of the time, for the duration of the video. Of course, every now and then you can look somewhere else. but it doesn't look very good. So keep focused on the lens. Okay, any other tips? You can actually ask me some questions, make comments under the video, go to my blog camilsview.com, and I will answer your questions. Now I would like to thank my friend Marcin. Would you like to come here and let's see what happens when we introduce another person to the video? Is there a difference? Yeah, there is a big difference. Yeah, so that is Marcin. He normally makes music. He's a very good musician, known as is it New Few?
Yes, precisely.
Yes, New Few. Yeah, but today he agreed kindly to be my light master. So would you like to quickly introduce yourself? What do you do? What kind of music do you do? No, you're not in the mood. Okay, no problem. Okay, what happens now? I put back on my jacket. As you can see, that made a little bit of a difference. If I do it up again, there's a little bit of difference, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm looking forward to all the comments, and yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.